All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the others, great millstone citations to Allah, keep my dead person is truth and all truth and sincerity, diligence throughout the four corners. I'm the brother Shamar Moth from JMS Miami. All right, coming to y'all, giving another quick lesson. All right, Lord's will this lesson be edifying, and it serves as a faith booster, man. All right, this lesson actually going to be a testimonial of a vision that the Lord gave me last night, man, which I believe the Lord gave me. Okay? And, lately a lot of brothers been having dreams and visions, all right? And, I was over here like, hey, man, the Lord give me all these brothers, these visions, and lo and behold, last night the Lord dropped one on me, okay? Now, before I start off anything, I want to say, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. All right. So, upon waking up from the vision, I went into the chat and our group chat down here in Miami, and the brother lawyer posted up Psalms 34, which I have queued up for a little later. But nonetheless, I want to bring out this precept first. This is the book of Acts, chapter 2, verse 17. When it shall come to pass in the last days, saith the Lord, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. Okay? And we are in the last days, and we're seeing that the Lord is pouring out his spirit, and, we're prophesying out here. And guess what? The Lord's showing us visions, man. Okay? So with that being said, we get into the vision. So the vision started off, it was like a prolonged dream, because usually it'd be folly going on in my sleep. And, I wake up and I don't remember it. But nonetheless, it started off at this spot. And, my little brother was there. My father was there. That part of the vision was kind of folly. So nonetheless, I had to go back to that spot where the dream started. And when I got there, the brother Jeremiah in my camp, the brother Jeremiah, the brother Karab, and the brother Ramak, alongside with my little brother, the war, we were there and we were just mobbing together. We were just walking up down the street, together, laughing, doing what we do as brothers. Then, as soon as I saw that, it's like the vision switched up. The dream switched up, and now it seemed like we was in an apartment. I couldn't tell if we was at my house or whatnot, but we was inside of an apartment, and the atmosphere that I felt was like martial law atmosphere. Okay? I felt like tension in the air, and I was pressed to get the children and the women, because I ended up seeing my wives and all my 4 children. So I was pressed to make sure I, get them to safety, so to say. So I was able to get them, me and my little brother were able to get the women and children out of the building safely, but we ended up being stuck behind inside the unit. And as we were stuck inside the unit, we was over here like, all right, the best bet is to try to find somewhere to hide. But as that, how you're able to see where you at, and then able to see where the other individual is at in the dream. So I saw myself and my brother trying to find hiding spots, and I saw the troop that was supposed to come inside the room. She was getting closer. It was a female. So at that moment, it felt like prayers was being sent up. I couldn't actually see if I was sending up prayers or if my brother was sending up prayers. But all I know is I felt like prayers was being sent up, and this individual was getting closer and closer. So when she got in the room, she turned straight to my direction, and it was like I could see myself like turning on a charm. And I started winking at her, biting my lip, and things like that. And she ended up flipping her hair and like giving me the googly eyes. And then she ended up like turning around, poking her behind out. And, I kind of gave it a tap or whatnot, and then she just walks out and left me and my brother in there like, all right, good, y'all good, I'm out. And as she did that, me and my brother were like, all right, we finna leave. But there was one more troop, like kind of guarding the door type stuff. It was like a chair by the door, and the troop was sitting on there. So me and my brother just, kind of like moseyed, tiptoed around her, and it was like the individual didn't see us at all, man. Like we were invisible, man. So we ended up, bailing out, and then like the vision kind of switched real fast, and now we're in another apartment complex, but this time we're in the hallways. It's my little brother, myself, my wives, and my children. And as we walking through the hallway, we hear a radio at the end of the hallway getting close to us, and the radio was like, I can't make out what sound was coming out of the radio, but we just knew that the same people that was at the other spot are here now, so we got to find some shelter. This time it's like we can't turn around and we can't proceed forward, but there are doors on each side, so we jump in one of the rooms. And once we jump inside the rooms, my little brother, he was sitting in the corner. Cooling, chilling, like nothing was going on. My daughter hid behind me in the corner, and she was chilling. Like she felt like as long as I'm behind Abba, I'm good. So she ended up chilling. My son decides that was the best time to take a nap. My eldest son, and brothers who know him could actually see him doing something like that in a time of chaos. Just like, okay, there's a whole bunch of bombs and stuff, but I'm going to take a nap right here. And then my other little children, my two youngest ones, my son and my daughter, they was just being them, making noise, screaming, fighting at each other and whatnot. And I kept trying to get the mothers to calm them down, because it's like, okay, these people hear us making all this noise, they're going to bust in the room, and they're going to see everybody. You get what I'm saying? So I was trying to get the women to get the children to calm down. And as I was doing that, one of my wives looked at me, and she gave me that look like we're in great hands, and she took both of the babies and went out the door with them, because the radios was getting closer to the door. So I guess in her mind, she was like, I'm finna stop them from checking in here by letting them know I'm the one in here with these children, and whatever the case may be. So she goes out, comes back in, she says, they're Russians, and then she says, what would you know they know about our culture, or something like that. And then she goes back out, and she comes back in, and she says, my youngest son, his name is Amwan. She goes, Amwan got a little finger infection. And she was like, the reason we know is because he stuck his middle finger at the Russian troops. And that's when the Russian, doctor would not seen a little infection, and whatever the case may be. And I guess they let her go, and she came back in the room, and that's when I woke up. And the first thing that ran through my mind when I woke up is this, Isaiah 59 and 19. So shall they fear my name. So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. And when you go into the word standard, all right, Nawas, okay? To flee, escape, to flee, to escape, to take flight, depart, disappear. And me and my little brother, it seemed like we actually were invisible, like we disappeared from the naked eye, okay? To fly, to attack on horseback, to drive at, to take the flight, to put to flight, to drive hastily, to cause to disappear, hide, man, okay? That's what came to my mind, man. Because it's like no matter where we went, the Lord kept me and my family hid from danger, man. Okay? And that's why after I thought that, Joshua came to mind. This is the book of Joshua chapter 1, verse 9. Have I not commanded thee, be of a good courage? Be not, Salaki. Have I not commanded thee, be strong and of a good courage? Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord Yahweh thy power is with thee whithersoever thou goest. All right, so the Lord commanded us not to be afraid, neither dismayed, man. And when you go into the word dismayed, it means to be like afraid, okay? Because wheresoever we go, the Heavenly Father is with us, man. All right? He's our God. He's going to protect us, man. Okay? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 41. I'm going to start at verse 9. Matter of fact, I start at verse 8. But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend. Thou, whom I have taken from the ends of the earth, and called thee from the chief men thereof, and said unto thee, Thou art my servant, I have chosen thee, and not cast thee away. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. And that's Yahushua, man. So the Lord said he was going to strengthen us and help us, and for us not to be afraid nor dismayed, man, because he is our God, man. Okay? So the days that we're coming into, we shouldn't be afraid of those days, man, because at the end of the day, all that judgment and all of that hell that's coming, scriptures say that's for the wicked, man. All right? And we serve a power of righteousness, and we show them that that's what we want daily by mortifying the deeds of the flesh daily, by putting off the old man daily, by calling upon Yahweh Shem Yahushua truth and sincerity daily, by doing his work daily, loving the Most High with all our heart, mind, body, and soul daily, loving our neighbors as we love ourselves daily. That's what we're showing the Lord, that we don't want to be around wickedness anymore. So guess what? When all that hell breaks loose, all right, it's not going to come upon us, man. It's going to come upon those who refuse to seek the Lord, man. Okay? Jumping down to verse 13, it says, For I am the Lord Yahweh thy power. So like it, for I, the Lord Yahweh thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, Fear not, I will help thee. All right? Fear not, thou warm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. So we're a help, man. The Lord is going to help us, man. He's going to keep us, man, in those days. And this was something else that came to mind as soon as I woke up from the dream, because it just kept having to deal with the enemy getting way close to us, but then having favor upon us, man, and just letting us be. Okay? It's Proverbs 16:7. When a man's ways please the Lord Yahweh, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him, man. And we have to believe these scriptures, man. Okay? We have to believe these scriptures, man. All right? Because that's what the Lord said, so it's going to happen, man. And it's have to happen. How much times brothers been going through a situation? Think about it, brothers. How much times you done been through a situation where your enemy was present in your face, but the fact that you're always, doing the things pleasing to the Lord according to the measure of faith the Lord gave you, and the enemy just switch up. Everybody else, the enemy dogging, but when the enemy come to you, it's like, you cool, man. All right? And the Lord's going to continue to do that, man. It's going to increase, man. It's not going to decrease. It's going to increase, man. Okay? This is the book of Psalms 34, and this was the precept the brother lawyer put in the chat. He had started from verse 1, if I'm not mistaken, and went all the way down to verse 8. But I'm going to start at verse 6, okay? I'm going to start at verse 6, and I'm going to end at verse 9. It says, this poor man cried, and the Lord Yahweh heard him and saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of the Lord Yahweh encampeth around about them that fear him, and delivereth them. right? And the reason why I felt like this precept was like hit home with the vision is because the first part, after I got the women and children out, and me and my brother was left in the room by ourselves, I felt like prayer was being sent up, man. And the scriptures tell you how sometimes our spirit, utter and send up prayers, and we can't, dang, I forget how to go word for word, but it's in Romans, all right? And it could have very well been the angels that were around us that were making supplication for us in a time where we didn't know what was going to happen, man. You get what I'm saying? It could have been us sending up prayers at that moment, and I couldn't see it, and the Lord had his angels post up, change the mindset of that troop that was coming in from kill, kill, kill to I want to be the sweetest person on earth, man. But nonetheless, there are angels around us day in and day out because we fear the Lord and we're being delivered out of constant situations, man, that could prove harmful to us, man. And when all hell breaks loose, it's going to increase, man. It's not going to decrease. That's the point. Verse 8, O taste and see that the Lord Yahweh is good. Blessed is the Lord, blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord. I'm going to read that one more time. O taste and see that the Lord Yahweh is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. O fear the Lord Yahweh, ye his saints, which are Israelites. For there is no want to them that fear the Lord, that fear him. There is no want, man. Everything that you gonna want or you'll need because you fear the Heavenly Father is gonna be provided, man. The Lord gonna look out. Okay? The second Ezra is 2:29. My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell. And I brought this out for the simple fact that my children were there, and the Lord just kept keeping us, man, so that the children wouldn't, experience all that chaos that probably was going on to everybody out in the world, man. All right. And the last precept I bring out is Psalms chapter 91 and verse 10. And it reads, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. So we're going to be good, man. All right? When all hell breaks loose, we're going to be good. And we have to move with that confidence, man. That's why the scriptures say, cast ye not off your confidence, which has a great recompense of reward, man. Okay? So with that, I want to say all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rechapadash. Double honors to the apostles. Citations to all the brothers out there throughout the four corners. Shalom.